Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I'm your hostess. I go by Melinda NailFanatic. I'm that colorblind, ambidextrous, creative entrepreneur, nail slaying, singing, dancing tarot reader. And I'm back to do a personal reading for one of our beautiful souls. So if you would like a reading like this just for you, then follow the directions in the description box. That's where you'll find all the facts. And once you've done that, we'll get your reading done. Okay? So I've just sent the link to the owner of the reading as well as to those who requested all notifications. When you request all notifications, anytime I go live, your phone is going off. Okay? So that means you're like so serious about watching what we've got going on. So the subject matter for this reading is, what is my higher calling? That's the question. That's the main subject for this whole reading. We're going to start off with, is it most advantageous for you in fulfilling your higher calling to leave your current position? So that's going to be a 13 card pull using ace as a yes. If we get an ace within 13 cards, then that's a clear and specific yes. If we do not get an ace, then we'll see what the explanation is that the tarot gives us. Okay. So if you're to leave the current career to be more aligned with fulfilling your higher calling, and if it's most advantageous to you, then we'll get a yes, okay? So we have 13 cards, so I'm going to give one more shuffle down, and then we'll take them from the palm, and we'll start counting cards once the first card falls, okay? So here we go. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Before I finish, I'm on card number 11. I heard before I started pulling these, and they said, stop right now. Even if it's a no, don't leave, then it's just a don't leave right now. Okay, 12, 13. Yeah, it's not time for you to leave yet. It's not the advantageous time for you to leave yet, okay? The bottom of the deck is the yes. You already know that at some point you're going to be leaving this career. This is not going to last you. Are you going to be finishing up 8 years before you leave? That's what it looks like to me. There's something for you to fulfill in with where you're at, but yet the calling on your soul, it's just not time for you to go. There's something more for you to fulfill with the current position that you're in. It is on your path. Where you're at is part of your path. The reason why it's on your soul right now is because you could see it coming. You've probably had some dreams or some visualizations, some fantasies, which is just a visualization of what's available for you. So you're being prepared to make that move. Yeah. When you're prepared to make that move, it is going to come up. I do feel like something about 8 years. Is it an 8-year career that's being asked of you first in the current position? What else do we have here? Yeah, eventually you will be leaving that career behind, but it's not just yet. There's something for you to fulfill in with where you're at right now, okay? And it has to do something with a very healing energy, and I don't know any specifics about you, but I understand that your effect in where you're at is important. There's not a lot, I hear there's not a lot of souls like you in the place where you're at. So let me see, what is my beautiful viewers, the owner of this reading, what is her higher calling? What is her higher calling? Show me clearly, what is her higher calling? Show me clearly, what is her higher calling? Thank you. And then it's crazy because while I'm saying that out loud, they're saying, and what is the purpose for staying where we're at a little bit longer? Your higher calling is about growth. It's about your soul evolution, and it's about your growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Okay, so this is what it's about. It's about expanding consciousness. That's what your higher power is, or your higher calling is connected to. What's the purpose of staying there then? Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So there's something about where you're at and the relationships you're developing there that are for your higher good. They do serve to benefit you. Success is at the bottom of the deck, so where you're at is very successful. There's a lot of success in what you're currently doing. The feeling, the urge from within to do something different is because it is going to come up. It's not right now. It's not right now, okay? We're going to use the Starseed Oracle now to see what is your higher calling. So what is my beautiful soul's higher calling? You know who she is. You know where she's at in life. Shoot, you know everything. And I am ready to channel that. What is her higher calling? Thank you for showing me clearly with these cards. Thank you for showing me clearly. What is her higher calling at this time for her life purpose? What is her higher calling? And what is the purpose of her staying where she's at just a little while longer? There's a reason why she's not to leave. So give me 2 cards, please. 2 cards. There's one. Ooh, your higher calling is warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? And you're saying, no, that's why I got this reading. Your higher calling is to be the warrior woman. What I noticed so immediately when I saw this card was the fact that she has her sword in front of her face. This is something about communication. So there's something in where you're at right now that is expanding your consciousness and awareness that prepares you for the higher calling. So there's something valuable about the current experience. Now, as far as why you're still staying where you're at, it has to do with relationships. And I hear working relationships. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So there's something in that about why you're where you're at now. The warrior woman is a very serious looking energy, but there's something about having the right relationship in place before you move on from where you're at, okay? And I do feel personal relationship. So that is, I hope you're single, because if you, I mean, please don't take that the wrong way, because it looks like there's a relationship that's going to evolve for you that it allows you to go into this new field. It's part of, it's not that it allows you allow it, but it's integral part of what you're doing in spreading consciousness. And I'm hearing, and combating low vibrational thoughts, resistant. So your higher calling has a lot to do with creating awareness about things that empower people. It has to do with communications. Are you a communications expert? Because I feel like that has something to do with it. There's something about the relationships where new information is being received by you through the relationships that you have in the place that you're at. What's at the bottom of the deck here? Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. You're definitely part of the energy that is required to ground this age of Aquarius. You're here right now by divine design. There are no accidents about your placement or where you're at, even the fact of your current career. It's perfect. So there's something about 8. Maybe you'll be 28, or maybe it's 8 years. The strength card is there. I do feel, though, you're going to take a lot away from that current career you have that's going to help you in what's coming. I hear deprogramming. Deprogramming. So is it deprogramming from others who are in a similar field that you're in? And when you leave that, you work in that area, because it's definitely about raising consciousness. Let's get a little bit more about this for you. We'll use the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards now. Please show what is her higher calling and why she is staying in the current career just a little while longer. They keep reiterating just a little while longer. So let's see. What is this? What is her higher calling? 2 cards, please. Her higher calling. Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. So this is about expanding the energy of joy, helping people to find gratitude. This is about people who've been through some real serious stuff who need guidance on how to shift the energies, how to find gratitude. That's the warrior woman energy combining with this grace and gratitude energy. Together, what it's showing me, even with the growth, it's like, how do you take the shit pot that you've been handed and find gratitude for it? There's something in that for you. So if it's not communications, it could be in working in mental health. Mental health is coming through, mental health field. Not in the traditional doctoral, not in the traditional sense as a doctor, but more in the sense of guidance, counseling, healing arts, natural healing arts. And the reason why it's a need to stay where you're at just a little bit longer is impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. So again, through the relationships you're having where you're at, learning a lot of necessary tools and techniques that are going to help you as you move into the next phase. So you're being given glimpses of where you're going. The very desire to go is part of that glimpse of where you're going. So you're being included in that this is not your final stop, but you are here for now. But the thing that happens with this is when we get a glimpse of where we're going, we think that it's about right now. When you see this amazing thing that's unfolding for you spiritually, whether it's through a dream or a vision or however you've seen it, you think it's right now, but they're giving you foresight into what's coming. Okay, let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Is it 4 more years? Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Desert passage. Trust that there's a divine plan. Trust that there's a divine plan. You will escape through the rock and the hard place. I understand that there are things about where you're at that you prefer not to have to entertain. But at the end, know that it's all part of the divine plan. I hear you're in place for a reason. You are in place for a reason. They're giving me Trojan horse energy. It's almost as though you're there. I'm not to say that you're there to overthrow anything. You're not overthrowing anything. It's not like that. But your energy does something to shift the balance in a way that is aligned with growth, with the higher calling on earth for humanity. So this is as simple as just being yourself in that higher perspective every day. But along the way, there will be interactions with specific individuals who come across your path. And you are going to be able to aid them and assist them through what they're going through. And through doing that, you are going to gather more knowledge. Plus, also, I feel, again, the energy of a partner that comes in, and it has something to do with your career. I feel like it has something to do with where your career is taking you. So I do. Okay. They said that's enough there. Okay. Let's get a general guidance for this beautiful soul as she is in her way to making very important decisions for herself. Please guide her, channeling her angels, ancestors, and guides. You know what she needs to hear. You know the perfect guidance for her. Please guide her with the word of clarity. Thank you. One moment, please. It fell all the way to the floor. Okay. Oh, Lord. Boundaries, healthy boundaries. Setting and maintaining healthy boundaries is key. Wow. That's difficult to do, I feel like, in a career field where so much of your will is given to an external power. But they say that you can do it. You can do it. Excitement is the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of energy building up. And I feel like somewhere this situation is going to come to an end with where you're at eventually. Yes, it will. And it's already by divine design with this Ace of Swords at the bottom and with the desert passage here. It has to do with the new age of Aquarius. Yes, and you are definitely meeting with success. So you're feeling the calling. You're just ahead of time. You're ahead of the time. So you know it's coming. Trust in the process, okay? I love to hear back from you about how this reading served you. I hope, I trust that there are little things that were said throughout the reading to really key or trigger knowing that you have already. Okay, so this is what I have for you at this time. And anybody else who would like a personal reading like this just for you, go to the website and put your order in. Okay, until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Thank you for allowing me to be of service. Later, baby.